What's good, y'all? Here's what to do after you pass the first round job interview. The first thing you need to do after passing a job interview is run the tapes back. Recap that first round interview. What star stories did you use? What answers did you get to your questions? And then what are the next steps so you understand how many more rounds it's going to take before you get the job offer. Now, this is a pro tip. I'm giving you so much game here. Here's what happens after you crush your first round job interview. The energy between you and the recruiter changes. Now they're invested in you moving forward in the process. So here's what you can do to take it to the next level. Schedule a pre-interview check-in. Before you go to the next round, check in your recruiter. And what you want to do is get any intel, like what's been the feedback so far when you shared my candidacy, my resume with the hiring manager? Are there things that I need to lean in more for the next round? Also ask, what is the hiring manager's style? What is their leadership point of view? And here's something that I've asked recruiters and they've told me, what is the hiring manager looking for? Once you've crushed it the first round, they're more willing to share that information. So you know they're looking for someone that can really communicate, Marcus, and break down the strategy from beginning to end. You lean into that as you prepare for the next round. The next thing you need to do is to make sure you have new star demos for the next round in the interview process. One of the most common mistakes I see candidates make is if there's 4 rounds of job interviews, they say the same star demos every single round. And STAR stands for situation, task, action, result. It's a structured way to answer those very common interview questions like, tell me about a time when you failed, or tell me about a time when you managed conflict. But if you say the same demos every single round, at the end, there's going to be what's called a debrief. Everybody you talk to is going to get in the room and they're going to say, what do you think about Marcus? What did he say? What did you learn? And if they all say, well, I heard this, and everybody heard the same thing, number one, it looks like you don't have a lot of experience. And number two is look, you simply just repeated the same story every single time. Do not do that. Go back to the drawing board. Man, I'm giving y'all some game. The next thing you want to do is make sure you ask different questions with each subsequent round in the interview process. So if you're interviewing with the hiring manager, your question should be, what is your leadership style? How do you typically manage people? Or how would you describe the team culture you're creating right now? Very specific to the hiring manager so that you can understand, okay, if I'm in the seat, how are you going to set me up for success? And my last tip, after you pass that first job interview, the initial phone screen with the recruiter, and you know it went well, is to keep applying. That's what held me up for years. After I had a great interview with company A, I would just sit back. Yeah, I know this is a job. I'm going to the next round. Okay, bet. I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna research the company more. I'm gonna come up with more star demos, more questions. And I would just wait and wait. 1 week would go by, 2 weeks. I finally would get the next round of the interview. That went well, and I was still waiting. And I would go through the entire process with one company now. And at the end, we decided to move forward with a different candidate, or I get ghosted. And I have to restart my entire job search. Team, I don't care how good that first interview was. You vibe with the recruiter. Y'all definitely have a connection. Keep applying because there are things outside of your control, like budget cuts, hiring freezes. An internal candidate jumps in and say, why y'all interviewing for people? This is my job. Things you can't control. So always keep applying, no matter how great you did on that first round. You feel good about the company. Still keep applying to get multiple companies in your pipeline, your funnel for job offers so you can get multiple job offers and have leverage. Man, I hope this was helpful. I'm creating these videos so that people I may never meet can achieve their career goals. I need your help. Give this a thumbs up, share it with someone you know, and follow or subscribe so that this content can reach more people. I'll see you next time.